Welcome back to Let Us Learn to Lead video series on free open source software designed by M. Srinivasan, Training Associate Mathematics, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, Zonal Institute of Education and Training, Mumbai. Self-learning contents in video form on GeoGebra, a dynamic mathematics software, is presented at this video series. To view the contents, you may join Google Classroom by using the class code 73AUMBO. In this video, you will learn designing a worksheet to generate problems on arithmetic progression. Normally, we will be giving a arithmetic progression, maybe showing them 2 or 3 terms, and then ask them to find a particular term and sum up to a particular term. Now, we are going to design a worksheet which will do automatically generate a problems on arithmetic progression. For preparing this video lecture, I used Windows 10 operating system, a licensed version, GeoGebra 5.0, a free open source software, and free open source screen recorder software. Let us start. Let me show you what type of worksheet I will be designing. This worksheet is asking the children evaluation of arithmetic progression, where it asks the children to find T35 of the following sequence, and the child can enter the answer and he can check out whether his answer is right, and he can click this show the AP and he can get the arithmetic progression also. If I click this new problem, you are seeing that a new problem is generated. Now it asks only T16. When I click it, now it asks T41. Like this particular worksheet will generate n number of problems where a child will enter the answer and then check it. For example, I think check the steps. I think 187. Suppose a child enter 186 by mistake. Okay, it tells try again. Suppose if he writes 187 here, 187, it will tell you are correct and well done. Similarly, this finding that yes, 29 steps also are hidden. The child has to write the answer here. For example, he is writing 2987. Sorry, 2987. I am showing it to you. You are correct, well done. It will not be shown to the children. Therefore, now this particular worksheet, once again you can create a new problem. Again, new problem. Any number of problems you can create. You see, now it is having starting with negative numbers also. Now, GeoGebra itself generate this arithmetic progression by fixing A, by fixing D and fixing N, and checking the children to find the particular term and sum up to that particular term. Let us try to design this dynamic worksheet from scratch. For that, I have taken GeoGebra Classic worksheet. Let me have this graphic view also, because I wish to show you the steps which are being coming there. Therefore, evaluating arithmetic progression. Okay, now what we will do is let us try to generate the arithmetic progression at random. For that, I think already we have discussed it. You can generate a random number between one number to another number. You can generate random numbers. Therefore, let us first generate small a is equal to random between the minimum integer. Let me take it as minus 100. Maximum, I will take it as 100. It is just left to me. You can have anything 500, minus 500 to 500 and so on. We need a d. D also I will take random between maybe minus 50. It is left to you. I am not telling that you should write this minus 50 to 50 only. Okay. Now you need n. Therefore, n is equal to random between. Now here you see this cannot be 1 or 2 or 3. For normally we are going to show them first 4 terms of the arithmetic progression. For let us have it from 5. Is it okay? Now we will ask them to find 100th term, 200th term, anything. I will just type it only 100. Okay. Sometime what will happen? Suppose if it is more than some 30 or 40, within the screen you are not able to show the arithmetic progression to the children. Anyway, now you have to find the Tn. Okay. Anyway, if you want to generate new problems, what you have to do is go to this OK button. In the OK button, you type new problem. Okay, in that once again you type A is equal to RANDOM BET WEN between, I think we had it from minus 100 to 100. Remember the same thing to be entered here also. I think I will copy this so that I am going to make use of it once again. Therefore D is equal to, I think this I have it as minus 50 to 50 if I am right. Enter. Then N is equal to 1 is once again random between, I think I have it from 5 to 100. Okay, I think so. This you have to remember, 5 to 100. Okay, press OK. Escape. This I think you can fix the object and then ping it over here. You see, 1 minute. Okay. Now whenever I click it, you are seeing there, you see A, D, N are changing here. A, D, N are changing. Or every time when you click it, a new problem will be generated. Okay. Now we have to create the problem for the children. Therefore, for that we need at least 2 or 3 terms. For example, A plus D, A plus 2D, and so on. Therefore, A is already there. Well, let us find what is A plus D. It is B. You have to remember that. Okay. Then A plus 2D, that is minus 142. Then A plus 3D. Okay, I think we can show only 3 elements to the children. It is more than enough, I feel. Okay, new problem you see. D is 40, D is 47, D is 29, D is minus 50, D is minus 43, 29, 7. Okay, I think if it is minus 10 plus 7 is minus 3, again plus 7 is 4, again plus 7 is 11. Okay, it works perfectly, but we are not worried about it. Okay, now we have to just tell the problem to the children. Okay, therefore, you have to go to the text. In that, go to the LaTeX formula, find, okay, then LaTeX space, then go for this subscript formula, then T. In that, you type now N, because for every problem it is going to change. Here in this problem, it is T29. T29, again space, for the sequence. I think better, I think normally we will not use the word arithmetic progression. You can use the arithmetic progression term, or you can use the word for the sequence. Okay, again space. Now we have to write the sequence now. What are the elements in the sequence now? First element is A, then comma, then you can give a space. Then what is the next element? Next element is B, comma, then again space. Then what is the next element? C, C, comma, then you can go for this space. Then not D, it is E. Remember that it is E. Okay. Okay, you see, now the children is asked this question now. When I click this new problem, you see problem changes. T70, T100, T31, T93, it is asking, it is going on asking. Now I think you can ask one more question to the children also. Find SN also, LaTeX formula, space, go for the subscript. Here you type capital S. Here in place of A, you type N, object from the object. Okay, find also S80. Therefore, T9 and S9 it is asking. Okay, now the child will be entering the answer, or they can check the answer. For that, what we will do is, we will go for a slider. This slider, let it be, I think it is F here, or K or L, whatever may be. We will have it from 500 to minus 500. Then increment, we can have it as 1 or whatever may be. Then OK. Okay, this is F. Go. Okay, now the child will be entering now. Okay, therefore input box. In the input box, enter. Link the object of F with that. Is it okay? Okay, then object properties, text. Then you can go to its style. You can make it as 3 and enter. Okay, now the child will be entering the value now here. Okay, he will be entering here. Okay, now what he has to enter? You can go to this text box. Now you can go to this LaTeX formula. Here you can enter capital T, Then in place of a, sorry, you can have n. Okay, t9. Okay, you can put it over here. Now the child will know that, okay, I have to enter t9 here. Is it okay? Now here in this problem, we have to find the t9. Okay, what is the formula for it? Therefore, tn. Okay, I think tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. That's all very simple. I think 233 it is already, it has found 233 directly. Okay, therefore, if a child is entering here 233, okay, he has entered it, okay, 233. Now you go to this ABC and then type here, well, correct, well done. Okay, now remember, this particular one will come only when object property in the text in that advanced, it should be happening only when small f is equal to tn. Small f is equal to tn. Is equal to, okay. Suppose a child is not entering it, he is entering 230. You see, it gone. Now you have to go for one ABC. Here you write that try again. Okay, that meaning is that child has done wrong. Therefore, try again. When this try again has to come, this has to come. Go to this advanced f not equal. Sorry, small f not equal. Not equal symbol is there, but when you pull it automatically, not symbol is coming. Tn. Is it okay now? Okay. Now you see, I am going to the new problem now. Now the answer should be 230. Okay, f is equal to 230, but tn is minus 2933. Or I have to type here minus 2933. Okay, I think it is going beyond, na? Okay, it is going beyond. Okay, therefore I think what we will do is in the object property we will go and make it into 5000. Is it okay? Minus 5000 to 5000. Okay, no issues. I think you can have any number of problem. Actually, it is totally going very, very negative because d is minus 30. You have to find t99. What is happening like that? Okay, I think I can type here now 2933. Now you see, correct. Well done, it's coming. Okay, well, I think it is not a problem now. Okay, now if you want to show the calculation to the children, you can show it also. Therefore, a is equal to, you can show it, a is equal to a. Maybe you can write here as first element, because you want to show it to the children. First element is equal to a is equal to, from here you can show it to the children, small a. You can put it here. Okay, then once again, common difference is equal to, from the object, okay, I think we will normally call it as d is equal to, from the object you can type e. Okay, common difference is equal to 30. When a new problem, automatically it changes. It's okay, it automatically changes. Okay, then number of terms is equal to n is equal to, here from this object you have to select n. Okay, I have selected it. N is equal to 30. Now you can show them the calculation. Therefore, you go to this latex formula. Here you can go for this subscript. Therefore, you can tell them the formula. I think already we have done it. But anyway, if you show the formula to the children will be having a lot of ideas. Is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula for Tn. In this problem, we have this latex formula. For this problem, it is, for actually the problem which we are discussing now, is equal to Tn, therefore T, then here you can have n is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. What is a? Therefore, this is a plus n minus 1. Therefore, in the object n minus 1 into d. Therefore, d. Is it okay? I think n minus 1. Okay. I think let us put this d inside bracket because sometimes it may be negative. Okay, sometimes if it is negative, then you will have a confusion. Okay. Now you can show it the Tn to the children now. The calculation also you can show, or you can directly show what is Tn. From this latex formula, I will take this subscript is equal to, I think better I'm putting equal to T. Then here n is equal to from the object last Tn. Finish. I think the child will be able to find the Tn now. Is it okay now? Okay. I think the formula is actually for this particular problem. The answer is 58. 58. Correct. Well done. I think this can be hidden now. Therefore, enter T3. Okay. Now this can be shown to the children. Is it okay now? This can be shown. Then I think all of you know that you can have a control box for this. I think already we have discussed it. You can have a check box. What are the things which are there? For example, what are the text? First element from the text 7. Therefore, you go to text 7. Then you select text 8. You select text 9. I think you have to select text 10. You have to select text 11. And you have to select text 12. Apply. Escape. If I bring it, you see everything gone. But you have a control over this answer. Therefore, when you click it only, the answer will come. Otherwise, the answer will not come. You can link it with OK button also. I think all of you know that how to do it. Well, now I think we can go for the summation also. Suppose S33. Therefore, you know the formula n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Therefore, you can go for this latex formula. You can go to this Sn. Yes. Sorry. Sn is equal to, we can go this latex formula a by b n by 2 n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Therefore, you can have the bracket. Therefore, 2a okay, plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, I think this formula will be visible to the children. Now you can go for this summation. Okay, what is capital S now? Capital S is equal to, within the bracket, n by 2 into, sorry, I think n by 2 is put in inside the bracket, into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. I think you remember whenever you are typing anything n, d, a, b, c, whatever may be there, except the numbers, any alphabet when you are typing, if it is changed into blue color, the meaning is it is already there. It is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. I think you got the summation here, 2442. I think 33 terms when you do it. Okay, well, now go to this ABC. Now the Sn, the child can visualize it now. Therefore, go for this Sn. Okay, we will take some pain in that, so that we can explain it very fantastic to the children. Therefore, n, I think Sn is equal to, go for latex formula, fraction first. What should come here? N should come from the bracket, from the object, n by 2. Okay, 33 by 2 into bracket starts 2 into a, therefore 2. From the symbol, I will take this into sign. Into a, I will take it from here, a plus n minus 1 within the bracket. I will take this n minus 1 into, from this bracket, from the object I will take d, I will close the bracket. Okay, now the child can understand that it is to be 33 by 2, for the first element is 90 over here. Therefore, he has to do the calculation. Is it okay? Yeah, okay. I think this is better. I think 1 minute. Always put this d inside the bracket, because we have taken some negative numbers also. Even the first term itself is sometimes negative. But if you want that the terms are negative, then put everything inside bracket. Even a also inside a bracket. N also, n it's a positive number. A and d you better put it inside a bracket, so that the child will not get confused. Now I think we can go for directly declaring the answer. The child can understand. Therefore, it is capital S. Then it is small n is equal to, from the object, I think I already calculated, it is yes. Fantastic. Okay. Now this SN, the way we have just started it, it starts from text number 13, 14, 15. Therefore, you can go for one checkbox. In that checkbox, we can have show sum. Okay. In that, we can have starting from 13, then you can have 14, then you can have 15. I think that's only up to 15. Apply. Escape. You see, it goes. Show the sum. Okay. I think you can have it like this. I think this also, I think if you want, you can rename it. Okay. You can rename it as show the term. Okay. Show the term like that. Okay. Okay. I think show. Okay. Okay. No problem. Okay, now you see here when you just click it, the summation comes. When I click it, then the summation, whatever the summation comes, it is coming there. Okay, now what is the advantage now? You can have a new problem. You see, problems is being created. Now a child has to enter the number. Now this is the left hand side. I am just showing it to you. It will not be shown to the children. Therefore, a child, if it comes and then write here as 1922, then only you will get correct as a answer. Okay, similarly, we can have that entry for sum also. Is it okay? Okay, we can have an entry for sum also. For that, what you have to do? Go for this input box. Here once again you type enter sum. Okay. Okay. What should be the? I think for that I think we have not taken any. Okay, as we have here entering the value for the T12 or whatever maybe Tn and then checking the answer. In the same way, the child can enter the summation and also he can check the answer. For that, we will go for a slider. I think the new slider is automatically taking it as I, where we will have it from minus 5000 to 5000. I don't know actually what will be the final answer I am going to get. Because here the summation is coming as minus 1392. Therefore, I am taking it as, even you can have 10,000 to 10,000 also, there won't be any problem. We are not going to do anything because GeoGebra is going to do it. It's a job. Therefore, 10,000 to 10,000. Okay. Now, the child will be entering the answer. Therefore, you can go to this input box. You can ask the children to enter the sum. You can link I with that. I think I is equal to 1. Okay, I. Okay. This as usual, you can make it style as maybe 5 because little bit lengthy we will have because the sum is little bit lengthy. Or even this also you can make it lengthy. Okay, because sometimes the sum is becoming lengthy. Number is becoming lengthy. Okay, now here suppose if I enter the sum, I think what is the sum over coming over here? Minus 1392. Minus 1392. I am entering. Okay. I will go for the text now. Correct. Well done. Okay. Now this should be displayed to the children only when, okay, this I is equal to, sorry, small I is equal to capital S. That is the summation. Is it okay? I am closing it. Suppose a child by mistake, he is typing 0. Okay, it goes. But what should come over here for the child? He has to get try again. Is it okay? Try again. What is the try again when it has to come? It has to come when I is small I, sorry, capital I, not capital I, small I. That is the slider not equal to capital S. Okay, well, let us try 1392. Okay, let us go to the new problem now. Okay, now here I will enter the correct answer now. I think T9 is 509. Okay, well done. And this is 8848. 8848. Oh, well done. Okay, therefore I will go and show the object now. Okay, now in this problem, what you can do also, I think you can go for the new problem where if you are you don't want to show it. Okay, this is actually Boolean value G, and this is the Boolean value show. I think show and G. Therefore, in the new problem, what you can do is you can go to its object property. In that scripting, on click, what you can do is you can type here G is equal to false. Okay. Then I think what is that name of that? I think it is. I think I have given the name show. I think is it okay? I think I have given the name show. I think it is show. Okay. Okay. Show sum. Okay. No problem. I think I forgot it. Okay. G is equal to for SHOW show sum is equal to false. Okay. Therefore, whenever you are clicking it, everything will go again. Therefore, don't be any problem. Okay, I think something show some. Okay, 1 minute. I will change its name. I think show. I think name is only show. Okay, this name is only show, not show some. Okay, I think we have what we are doing. It is actually we are making use of input box. That is the input box. Making use of that input box, what we are doing is we are making a OK button. By making use of that OK button, whenever I am clicking that OK button, whatever the thing which I want, for example, if I want to not to show something, I want to show something, it will come automatically. Okay, now I think in that I have to go for this object property. Okay, in that I have to go to this scripting. Okay, on click only show false. Show is equal to false. It is okay. Then it is okay. Now it is okay. No problem. Okay, everything goes now. Is it okay? If you click it, it will be shown. When I click it, it will be shown. Okay, well, now a new problem I am going for. Oh, very big problem. Okay, no problem. I think it is going. You see, 70,000 something it is coming. Let us go to a very simple problem now. 384. I will type here as 384. Here, okay, it is coming as correct. Well done. Here I will type 2760. Okay, correct. Well done. Showing. Okay, now if you want to show the sequence to the children, okay, that also you can show the sequence. Okay, what is the start value? Small a. The n value is tab tn. Increment is d. Fantastic. Good. Now you can show it to the children. Now remember that if it go beyond a certain number of terms, it will go outside. Therefore, you should be a bit careful. Okay, there are only 12 terms now. You see, it goes up to 384. 76, 104, 132. Now, a very interesting worksheet where you can have a new problem. You can show it to the children. This you can hide also. Okay, now you can show it. You can ask the children to enter the answer. They can try again. You can go for a new problem once again. Like that, you can play with that. Very interesting. Let us learn to lead.